Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Missy with Missy's Yarniverse and more. And today is Amigurumi Monday. And actually, this is video take 2. I don't know what happened with my microphone. It went dead apparently like 8 minutes into my video that I tried on my computer, and I didn't realize it. So once I got it all done, there was just a small section that had sound, and then the rest of it, there you couldn't hear me talk about anything. So we're going to do this real quick on my phone so I can get it uploaded because it's been a day. I've already had an appointment all the way in Cookville this morning. Had running around to do over there and had to get back. And I'm tired. I'm tired. So, and I know Amanda will be going live here shortly. And I really want to watch that. So, let's get into it and let's see what I have done. The first one that I showed last week that I was working on was, we were talking about Sam from Memphis Makes and Amanda from Obsessive Crochet Lady doing their year of the Impkin, and I had started my 6th and final one for the year and for their segment. And due to time constraints, they were not able to do a live to let us all vote on which pieces and parts would be going into the November-December last and final Impkin. They decided to let everyone use their imagination and creativity, throw caution to the wind, and if you were participating, build the Impkin that you wanted to do. And I think that was a wonderful, fun idea that they had to go with. I was wondering how they were going to do it, and I kind of like the idea because there had been one that I was kind of sort of wanting to make with pieces and parts, but they weren't pieces and parts we could pick through all these Impkins that we've been doing every other month. The Impkins are being done out of Crochet Impkins from Megan Lapp, also known by Crafty Intentions. Love, love, love her patterns. And you can tell we've been doing a lot. I have tabs all over the place. And so I'm kind of double dipping here too, because Amanda has also started a new segment called Megan Lapp Madness Mondays. So this kind of follows along with that as well. And if you saw my last video, you know that I had chosen to use Burnett Blanket. I wanted in big, in School Bus Yellow, and Coal. Burnett Blanket is a number 6 bulky, and it is 10.5 ounces, 300 grams, 100% polyester, soft and squishy. They have on here 8mm knitting needles, which I can't even imagine trying to knit with this stuff, because sometimes crocheting with it is a nightmare. And an 8mm crochet hook or an L. I bring that down to, depending, a J, usually a J or a K, mostly a J. And I use my very sturdy furls, and I didn't bring it in here. I showed it last time. Because I've broken crochet hooks using these on amigurumi before, because your stitches have to be tight to keep the stuffing from coming out. And if you were here last time, you can, or even if you weren't, you can kind of guess what theme my Impkin is going to be by just looking at these colors. I'm going to toss those over there because they need to go back in the bins. So did I get it done? I sure did. I got my bee done. His head is still a little wobbly, even though I did use one of the sponge rollers from Dollar Tree as a stabilizer, but only because Missy pressed a little too hard and didn't realize it, and I had messed up the wiring in it a little bit, but it's still doing good. It's hanging in there, and I wish his little antennas would stand up a little more, but oh well. I used 30mm sinker safety eyes. I buy them in bulk in the different sizes because I do make so many amigurumis, and these were off of Amazon. I have not tried the Temu eyes. I know Nova over at Nova Gnome Creations has ordered some, and I did watch her video, and I'm intrigued. She said the ones that she got were good quality and they were well worth the price. So at some point I may do a small order on safety eyes just so I can check them out and see how well I like them as well. And his little antenna is a little, yeah, off. But yeah. So I did it in the blanket yarn. The only thing that I did not use blanket yarn on was the stinger, because I tried to do blanket yarn to make the stinger, and it was humongous. And it did not look good. So I just used a little scrap ball. I think it was Red Heart Super Saver in the black. And I tried to do the wings in the Bernette blanket yarn as well, but they were coming out really funky because they were way too fluffy and they were wonky. They would not flatten out. So I tried it several different times, and I ended up frogging them and scrapping the whole blanket yarn idea. And I just went with, I believe it was a partial ball of Mainstays in their Silver Sparkle from Walmart. And you can see the little sparklies in it. Just a little bit. To do the wings. And I like her. Her. I think she's super cute. She came out adorable, and she's huge. Because if you look at the difference, I had won this from Sam way back in the spring. I think it was their second or third Impkin that they had done. And see the difference? I think this is DK cotton that she used. So you can see the difference in the blanket yarn. And then the last one that I did was in worsted weight. And you can still see the difference. Yeah, pretty drastic big difference in the 3 different sizes. But, so yeah, this is my blanket yarn bee, and at some point I think I'm going to have to probably fix this neck. I'm not happy with what happened, but it is what it is, and yeah. But this is the bee. And actually in the future, I think I might make some more in the bee. I'm just going to be a little more careful when I'm putting the neck in. But I was kind of in a hurry, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So that's a me problem. It's all my fault, and I take full blame. But anyhow, so project number 1, check. And like I said, this is the final Impkin for their Year of the Impkin segment. And I really need to take a picture and send it over to Amanda and Sam, since I got it finished and did my unveiling. So she's going to sit up here, I think, for the time being until I decide where she's going to go. So yeah, that's one thing off my list. The second thing that I talked about last week I had started was, I had been wanting for years to do a hippo for Christmas because I am obsessed with whimsical and all that. And I absolutely love and adore the I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas song. I know a lot of people either you love it or you hate it. I'm one of those that love it. My fiance hates it. Absolutely hates it. Yeah, but if we're in the car, I do turn it up when it comes on and I will sing it at the top of my lungs, even though he absolutely hates it. And I probably drive him absolutely batty with singing Christmas songs. But it had been on my list to do for a long time. Several Christmases have come and gone. I never got around to it due to, you know, either having to make other stuff for other people or life. And so this year I told myself, Missy, you're going to do it. I don't care what you got to do. You're going to get it done if it kills you. So I did. The pattern is by Elena Romanova. It is from Etsy. I can't remember if I was able to find her Etsy shop the last time and link it in the description box. I will go in and look again because I cannot off the top of my head remember what her Etsy store is called, if it's even still there. Very, very well written pattern, very easy to do, very beginner friendly actually, with little sewing. I know a lot of people hate to do amigurumis if they got to sew, but the sewing was actually pretty minimal. The majority of the sewing I had to do on this was my own details, because we all know Missy don't do just plain. Missy has to make them over the top and a little on the bougie side. So yeah, so you want to see her? Did I get her done? Yes, I did. I will link this in the description box as well. I did use the Mainstays Cozy Chenille yarn in gray because I had a random ball laying around. It did not have a ball band. And I got close to being done. I had everything done but the muzzle and realized I didn't have enough. I was playing yarn chicken and I was thinking it was Mainstay, but wasn't for sure. So I took a little piece with me to Walmart when I had to go and matched it up. And sure enough, it was the Mainstays. And the Mainstays is a number 6 super bulky, like the Burnett. They also suggest 8mm knitting needles or a US 11, 8mm crochet hook or a US L 11. I use a J most typically, my furls, so it doesn't break when I'm doing amigurumi with these. And it is 220 yards, 201 meters, 10.5 ounces or 300 grams. And it is, I think it's 100% polyester. Yes, 100% polyester. And I didn't use a whole lot of this. Like I said, I had run out except for a small smidgy bit. And all I needed to do was make the snout. So I have plenty for another project that's going to require gray. So yeah, so I'm going to toss that over there in the box for yarns that need to go up in the bins at some point. And you want to see her? I love her. She turned out so much cuter than what I thought. And everybody knows who watches me knows that I don't decorate traditional for the holidays. I decorate, well, any holidays actually. And especially for like Christmas, I decorate with the whimsical colors because I love all of the fun Christmas movies like The Grinch and all those things, especially Cindy Lou Who and all that. So I use like your turquoises or aquas, like your pixie pink, white, red, lime green. My tree skirt's that color. Most of my ornaments are that color. For the Mandela Madness that Amanda and I have started, my Christmas version, because we're doing 2, which is an entirely different video. My Christmas version is also in those colors. So I decided I was going to use those colors because I had a lot of scraps of those colors as well. And I was going to try and use up some of those scrappy bits and decorate her up because, you know, she's a hippopotamus and she's for Christmas. So, look, y'all. Isn't she adorable? And she's so squishy soft. I love her. I did her little hat in my Christmas colors. And she's got a little bell. And I used 24mm safety eyes in sparkle blue. And of course, this is the mainstays gray. I did use a smidgy bit, a scrap one little ball that I have of the off-white to do her nostrils and her little hippopotamus toes. I used scraps to make her little holiday dress. And I crocheted little snowflakes in the red, the pink, the green, and the white and attached them to her dress. And then I just ran some ribbon through and then tied it right here. And she's got another little bow up here. So yeah, this is my hippopotamus for Christmas. And I can't sing. I really can't. Maybe that's why I annoy him with the Christmas music. I can't sing. But anyhow, I'm looking forward to getting her out there in the living room and decorating with her. And I'm sorry I'm having to use my phone because my microphone went dead and it's on the charger. So here she is. I got her done finally, and I'm so happy. So happy with her. Who knows, maybe in the future I might do a little boy hippo for Christmas. I don't know. I do want to make some Christmas stockings to match, to kind of start tying everything in because our Christmas stockings don't match. They're old and they were throw together and all that stuff. So yeah, so there she is. And I will put the information for the pattern in the description box. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And I will try and help in any way possible. But yeah, she just needs a name. I'm not sure. I was thinking about making her some little white bloomers. But I don't know, maybe at some point. And she even has her little tail. She's got her little hippo tail. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe a Henrietta. I don't know. Any of y'all got a good name? Let me know. Put it in the comments and we'll see what we can name her. So there's that. And we will put her over here for now with the Grinch. And then I had started, get that out of the way, one more amigurumi with some scrappy bits of another pattern that I have been wanting to make for a really long time. And it's by the same pattern designer that wrote Nugget, the Thanksgiving turkey that I did several weeks back for Thanksgiving decorations. And the pattern writer is Brittany from B.Crochet-tive. And like I explained in a video prior when I did Nugget, she is no longer writing patterns anymore due to health reasons. And from my understanding, she is not even able to crochet anymore. But she still does, at this point, have a Ravelry and an Etsy. I think it was Etsy as well. And it's still up. She just does not have any of the social media anymore. All of it's been shut down. So what I started was Elfred the Elf. And of course, my decorating colors for Christmas. I love her patterns. They are so very well written. She puts all kinds of helpful hits and all that stuff. I'm not going to show the pattern. She puts notations in there and everything. Very well thought out patterns. And they're very beginner friendly as well. If you are just starting out, I think you can do these. And if you ever think about getting any of her patterns and you're stuck on something, I have almost every single one of the ones she has. She has like 100 and something. I have almost all of them. And I've made a lot of them. And one of my goals, and maybe that could be a new segment for 2025, to always be working on my B.Crochet-tive patterns and get as many of them done as I possibly can. Hey, there's an idea. There's an idea. Because she has a lot of super cute ones. And like I said, I have almost every single one of them. And there's about 100. So, yeah. So, we started Elfred the Elf. And like I said, I'm using scrap yarn because I've got like partial skeins laying all over the place. Smidgy bit little balls. Some of them are too big to put in the little bag for my scrap granny square blanket. So I'm trying to get some of those down on other stuff. So we've started it. We've gotten through the feet, the little elf feet. And we've already done the legs. And we have started, we just finished the belt. And we are starting on the top portion. And then we will end up working and sewing in the arms and the head. And go from there. Her patterns do not take a bunch of time. A lot of them are very quick to make. So it's one of those kind of things, if you love making amigurumi and you've got like littles who like smaller things like this and you need to make up a bunch real quick, these are perfect. These are perfect. So I will also link Brittany's information for the pattern in the description box. And, you know, once again, if you decide you want to do one of these and you're having a little problem or whatever, feel free to reach out. You know, my email is always in the description box. So yeah, hopefully I will have him done by next Monday and can move on to something else. But yeah, it was another little make that has been on my stack, on my desk, waiting to be made for Christmas decor along with my hippo. And I decided this was going to be the year. I was not going to put off on things I wanted to make for myself another year, because I rarely ever do. And the majority of the stuff that I make goes out the door. I don't keep it. What you see is just a very small fraction of things that I have made, because most of it gets donated, gifted. I do get some commission work here and there. And I, in turn, use the monies that are given to me for the commission work to turn around and buy yarn to make things for hospice to donate, or other places that I donate. So I put that money to good use. It never goes in my pocket. It goes into donation makes. So yeah, so that's where Missy's at with Amigurumi Monday. And I was going to tell you one other thing, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Yes, the lovely Bridget over at Queen's Crafts by Bridget. And I can't remember if I completely talked about this in one of my prior videos last week. She had put out a video and had some of her followers come over and check me out. And she does a little contest monthly where she gives something away, and they could come see me, leave a comment. They would get entered into her giveaway. And a lot of those people did subscribe, and Bridget pushed my subscriptions over 100. I never in a million years figured that would ever happen. And I was fine with that. Even if I had 2 followers, at least there was 2 people who wanted to hear me talk about yarn and my crazy yarn journey. I really hadn't set goals for myself like some people do, but I know a lot of them don't. They get on here and they talk about yarn and what they make just because they love it and they want to reach out to other people who appreciate and love the same things. But Bridget pushed us over 100. I love you. I love you. I love you, Bridget. You are so super sweet. You are so adorable. You are such a light on the YouTube streets to so many people. I will forever be grateful. And due to that, something I had told myself a long time ago, that if the day were to ever come that I was going to hit 100 subscribers, I was going to do a giveaway. So I am in the process of working out the details on what that giveaway is going to be and how I'm going to do it. And that will come up in a future video very soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited. And one other note before I go today, if you were still wanting to exchange a Christmas card with me, my email is in the description box. Feel free to email me and send me your information, and I will put you on my list because I've already taken one stack to the post office this morning, and I am working on my second stack. I still have a bunch more to go. So yeah, and like I said, you know, if that's something you want to do, feel free to reach out to me, because who doesn't love getting Christmas cards? So yeah, with that, I'm going to let you go. I've talked way too long, and I know Amanda is about to go live, and I'm going to have to try and get this uploaded sometime today since this is my second try. And I need to get over there and get in the chat and see how everybody's doing. So if you're watching this and she's still live, head on over there and check her out. So with that, I will let you go. I'll let you get back to your Monday. And until next time, remember, life is not perfect, so be kind. Try and create something new every day, and keep reaching for the stars in your yarn. So till next time, have a great day and a great week. I love y'all. Bye.